All right, morning of day 2. Gonna go scope out the hotel breakfast, get an instant waffle and some 0% juice, orange juice. And gonna go meet Steve at the same gas station I filled up at last night because we both knew where it was because they're in a different hotel. And gonna go meet up with Steve and get on the road. So even in this half parking lot, we have my Camaro, another Camaro, F-body, Firebird, and then there's 2 crew cab square bodies here. And then there's a couple of C10. Oh, that guy already left. Okay. And then the other side of the hotel has more stuff too. All right, let's check Sweetheart over before I leave here. And oh yeah, it does still have the V8. So. Perfect. Overflow jug hasn't moved. Looks like belt's still on it. Oh, I haven't even used the windshield washer. It's been raining the whole time. You gotta start it and let it run. Don't care. We good. All right. Now let's see if it'll start today. Homeboy's got a really nice Challenger over there. That's what you hear idling. All right. All right. Good deal. If I leave the door open and let the exhaust fumes come in here, it'll fight the cigarette smell and it'll smell better. All right, day 2. Here I come. Can't see nothing. Kind of weird. Beat Steve here. Figured he would have been here at 5 a.m. Nah, it's all good. I left my hotel room pretty early because everybody else was firing up and leaving, and I didn't want to be the last one out of Dodge. So, any minute now, Steve will come here, and I'll probably follow him out to the venue, get checked in, see what today holds. There he is. I'll say it again: the sharpest looking brick nose you will ever lay eyes on. Driving behind Steve, I don't even really need to turn the radio on. I can just listen to that old 300 sing its song. He's got some perfect combo of Flowmaster or whatever, but the thing sounds good. Here I am driving a V8 car and I'm listening to this 6-cylinder. I have to cheat off of him and put that same combo on my new truck. This is a beautiful drive into this event park. You got fence and pasture basically on both sides. I mean, I guess since the racetrack is loud enough, it has to be separated from stuff. This is like the coolest way of doing it. And you kind of crest the hill and you're coming into it all. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. I love this. And there's an amusement park over there. That's cool. Alright, down there, it's the drag strip. I know I'm in the right place because homeboy just whipped by on the golf cart, which I don't think has the governor on it, and then he slid it in the grass. I complimented that guy on his driving on the golf cart, and he said, oh, I did a 360 earlier. Cool guy. That's my kind of people. Still an FE too. Caleb, I think I found our next project. There's one of these over in Uncle Kevin's sitting in the woods, or in the weeds. This is pretty cool.
Your limiting system, or the off-roading is with the steps, but
Be a man. Wear the most impractical outfit. Always. Always. It's part of it. Okay? Could be wearing shorts and tinny boppers right now. No. Probably tomorrow, but not today. GoPro is good or not. Seemed like it fell on its face in the top end. It might have shifted too early maybe and it just ran out of power. I don't know. I'm gonna try to shift it and launch it this time. Okay, this is after the fact. Here's some hotel room analysis of my first pass. You can see 60 foot, not great, because I was just babying it out of the hole, expecting to spin, and that kind of affects the first half of the pass. In this pass, I left it in drive and I just went. And then somewhere after the 8th, because you see here I'm at 71 mile an hour and here I'm at 69. So I slowed it down from the 8th to the quarter, which is really, you should really be picking up some steam there. So right about in the 8th, I was in second, shifted to third, and then it just fell on its face. I'm thinking it's because I have 5/16 fuel line as opposed to 3/8. I think it's a fuel supply issue that it's emptying the bowls and just cannot fill enough for when it's made it that far down the track and is fully loaded. So that explains that pass and why that's so terrible. A 10.6 in the 8th should be like a mid 14 in the quarter. But here we are at 16, losing speed, running out of power. You might see this and say, wow, that car is slow, but for the second half of the track, it was not doing anything. I was basically just coasting. GoPro recorded that last pass. Same deal. I had a first pass 1685, second pass 1599, 69 and 68 miles per hour. Top end just shutting down. I don't know. I really don't know. And here is my second time slip. Also, this guy in the Challenger is almost like it's almost a brand new car or something, because he ran very consistently. 1187, 1186. Mile an hour was pretty close, within 0.3. So here's my second pass. Let's do this here. This is my first pass. This is my second pass. So 60 foot got better. 330 got better. 8th got better by 0.7 seconds or something. Mile an hour at the 8th picked up, and of course I shaved 0.9 seconds off the 1,000 foot, and I did end up shaving 0.7 seconds off the quarter, but I still lost speed, and I was actually slower at the quarter on this pass, second pass, than I was on the first pass. Because on this one, I completely got out of it and then waited a little bit and got back in it, and it still didn't come back around. I basically, coasted out of the second half of the track. So I just quit at that point, because I figured I was running it lean, and I didn't want to run it super lean and scorch a hole in a piston and not have a way to get home. So that's the new record to beat, 1599. I don't think it's anything to brag about that I broke into the 15s, but I've done it, and that's my new benchmark. Also, this guy? Oh, he did pick up some. No, okay. That was a pretty impressive car. I think that was SRT something or other. I don't know if it was a Hellcat. I think it was, if you listen to the video, but he ran pretty well. So that's my explanation for that, and I've made my excuses. Actually, you know what? I'll make some more excuses. So this was made, this is a truck motor that I built myself for $2,600 total, including the paint job. And as of 4 years ago, this car was sitting in a barn. So, or not a barn, but a garage. So I'm gonna make excuses. I'm totally not stoked with this time. I was hoping for a low 14, high 13, but that's just another goal to complete in the future.
That's what you would have on your ceilings.
Yeah, that's awesome. And to think of doing that.
Yeah. Who says, please touch, but do not clean.
Yeah, Neil Wilder with that old
Christian, this is motivation for you, and he damn. I think even. I'm digging on this thing. Love the wheels. Then this one's super nice. Oh yeah. Here's the car JFK got shot in. Yeah. Huh. Guess they cleaned it out. This thing's cool, long box. F6. 2-ton? Or, I guess. I mean, the hood says that anyway. But IDI? I guess that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's an IDI. With a stick, of course. Perfect. Beautiful truck. Eagle. This thing's cool.
I thought it was a Ford
Firepower.
first.
You're all good. question, if the Baja bug doesn't work out, you could always do this. You know, it's always an option. The engine's still back here. Nice. It says a lot about me that this is the kind of charger I would rather look at. Multicolor, rusted out, big block. Oh, hideaway headlights, very cool. Oh, this thing's badass. I care more about these cars than I do, you know, the Hellcat's what, $1 million. Dang, he's got the same Walmart helmet. All right, but no, this thing's badass. Badass. You don't need a quarter panel, okay? He's got the gas cap though. Oh, and he's got stickers that he did go drag racing, so badass car. You know, I felt that driving a third-gen Camaro was going to be too common, but this year the common denominator. Feel like I'm at a yacht club out here. So many boats. Goodness, there's a lot of them. I mean, I guess it makes sense because, you know, they're comfortable, but they're still fast, but they're still a muscle car. Whatever. I liked them when I was like 12, and then I got over it. Okay. Kentucky hills. See, man, Camaro would have been bottomed out on this all terrible like before. Now she's all right. Steep, rolling, cool. But almost 4 o'clock. A lot of people are packing up. A lot of people here today. This might be a record. But we're gonna get heading back to our hotel rooms. I'm gonna try to edit this video. You know, if I was more responsible, I'd try to find a car wash and some other things tonight. We'll see what happens. I might go take a nap and then head back out for supper and go do some errands and stuff. But as for now, we're headed out. Well, the pass at the drag strip might not have gone how I wanted it to, but you gotta look at the silver linings on the clouds. And I'm still driving down the highway doing 70 miles an hour. And one of my connecting rods isn't laying on the track somewhere, or output shaft of the transmission, drive shaft, any number of things. So there's that to be thankful about. And you know, you always want to be running faster than your previous time. So if this is my, you know, like my benchmark is now 15s, high 15s. So that ought to be easy to improve upon. Just a thought. You gotta support the locals, man. I could have gone to a chain restaurant. Nah. Support your local Mexican restaurant. So, I guess, I don't know, when I left the gas station yesterday, it said full, and then pretty quick, like within like 10 miles, it was down to a quarter. So I don't know if the gauge is inaccurate or if I didn't get it filled up all the way or whatever. But with driving around last night looking for a helmet and then going to the venue today, drag racing, I'm down this much. So it's probably gonna be like really bad on economy. I'll still calculate it. Then we'll see what it does on the drive tomorrow. So it took 9.1 gallons, which is accurate with what the gauge was reading. So I guess the gauge is accurate. I guess I didn't get it all the way full, which means my fuel economy number is not accurate, but we're gonna ignore that. Totally gonna ignore that. But 13.5 was the fuel economy number for this stretch. But that's assuming it was all the way full. So I don't know. Let's see if it comes around. Oh yeah, so maybe my like $10 Amazon gauge is failing, I don't know. And then sometimes this thing, it won't boot up. Like if the car dies and you start it again, it like will read 0. They have to stop the car. Did it doing 80 one day, had to stop the car and start it again. But just cost of doing business, I guess. Oh, yeah. Still stinks. We're doubling up. We're doubling up on it. Does this one still got any? How dead is it? Oh, yeah, him's dead. That one smells like cigarettes now. I'm leaving these in here when I leave.